Welcome to Sweet Talk, the healthy drinking series brought to you by Lake Health and Wellbeing. I am your host, Iseline Phillip. This series is brought to you as part of the You're Sweet Enough campaign, which is a health education campaign geared towards educating and informing the public about healthy drinking. Today, I'm joined by Latoya Duncan, who is the Nutrition Surveillance Coordinator at the Ministry of Health here in St. Kitts. We'll be learning from her about the importance of water and why it's really the healthy alternative to drinking sugary drinks. So, welcome to the show, Latoya.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So we're happy to be here to learn a little bit about your expertise, and we'll just dive right into the questions this morning. So a primary component of the You're Sweet Enough campaign is actually promoting drinking water as the healthy alternative to sugary drinks. So could you tell us a little bit about why water is important for our body's health and nutrition?
Well, water does more than just quench an individual's thirst. All of the body systems, the organs, the tissues, everything depends on water to keep functioning. So we don't only need water to ensure that we look plumper, shall I say, our skin look bright and not dry. We also need water to ensure that all of the major organs, all the major systems, everything in the body is running like it is supposed to.
So could you tell us exactly, since water is so important, how much water should we really be consuming on a daily basis? What's the recommended average?
A lot of persons have been putting a lot of emphasis on the 8 glasses per day, which is easy to remember, so I wouldn't really say persons cannot use that as a guide. However, the amount of water that is needed for a particular day is actually based on that individual. Mm-hmm. For example, somebody who is a lot more physical might require a lot more water than somebody who don't do a certain amount of physical activity. For example, an individual who might be spending prolonged hours in the sun, whether it is to work or recreation, they might require more water than somebody who is actually sitting down inside a properly ventilated room. Mm-hmm. For example, and other persons, maybe individuals who might be having a health crisis, for example, an issue which they tend to lose more fluids than needed, maybe probably diarrhea or vomiting. That individual also needs to be consuming more water than the recommended 8 glasses. So 8 glasses is a good tool to mark the amount of water to consume daily. It's a good way to judge it for individual, but some persons might require more, and even some individuals might require less.
Right. Okay, that's good to know. So oftentimes we hear people talk about, we hear people say that water doesn't taste good, and that's the reason why they may not be drinking water as often as they should, or even kind of trying to consume as much water as the body actually needs. So do you have any tips on ways we can make water more flavorful or make water more tasty for persons who, may complain about it not being as tasty?
Okay, well, that is one of the issues that there's always a lot of debate around that, about how persons should drink their water. But of course, we know persons have their preferences. Mm-hmm. And anything to help persons to drink more water, I am for that. So there are individuals who might say, well, water do not have a taste. Mm-hmm. Some who might say water do not taste good. I would encourage persons to get a little creative with how they might want to make their water a little bit more palatable, how to add a little taste to their water. For example, you can have citrus products, you can add a little lemon, you can have oranges, you can also use crushed fruits, you can add vegetables such as cucumber to your water. Cucumber in a nice chill glass tends to give water a little bit more soothing, refreshing feel. You can add basically any fruit you can think about, you can add them to your water. You can dice them and add them, and some individuals that even look at even adding fruits whole. Even though I do prefer individuals eat their fruits. Mm-hmm. So if you are going to do that, still try to consume the edible portions that is left from the fruit after. But there's a way you can make your water flavorful. You can also use herbs. You can use plants that we use for regular tea, traditional tea such as mint, parsley, the different herbs. It's up to you. You can get a little creative. You can add fruits, you can add vegetables, you can add herbs. Just don't add the sugar.
Great.
Any other sweeteners.
Right, and that's the most important part, no sugar and no sweeteners. So do you have any other tips or advice to share about the importance of water and ways we can enjoy it, and to encourage people why water is so important for us and why we should make sure we try to get our 8 glasses every day.
Now, water is extremely important. So we have to ensure that we incorporate water in our daily lives. So if we have to plan to ensure that we get enough, whether you're going to be measuring it by using one particular measurement per day, ensuring that you get the amount that you need, because you have to remember your cells need water, your tissues need water, your organs need water, all the major systems in the body need water. The body is made up of about 70% water, so how can something that is made up of water function without water? We need water, and the body itself do not produce water, so you have to put in that water. Okay, so you have to consume it. You have to drink it. Okay, you can't just watch it.
That's good to know. Thank you so much, Latoya, for being here and for sharing your expertise on why water is important and why we really should be consuming it. Whether you're thirsty or not, remember water is super essential, and you're sweet enough, so make sure you drink water, share some love, and tell your body that you are definitely sweet enough. That's it for now. That's Sweet Talk.